The postseason rolls on, and these two teams try to finish on the right note in the Music City Bowl. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. I am challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoff next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Escapes the pressure going right. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Stockton. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. From out of his own end zone, nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's Sayin to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Saying back to the air. Fires left. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Going right back to Smith, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
It's a seam wide open, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Ballard, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it really doesn't matter what play call this offense does. Like first possession, 3 and out, obviously struggled. This one right here, nothing on the ground. The offensive line has to do a better job. They got to be better up front, whether they want to run it, whether they want to throw it. It's got to start with the offensive line.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
He's got it. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks. He's still on his feet. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the bootleg. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's a give to Frazier. Gain of 8, it's now 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Off the RPO, complete. There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And this can happen on those 3rd and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles. All of a sudden, you turn a quick throw into a big gain, and that's a big 3rd down conversion.
They'll run with Nate Frazier. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throw to the end zone, picked off. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the 1st down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
With the catch, it's Jackson. Off to the races to the right. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole 9. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Say it. This time he's got his man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start breaks into the open. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Handoff for Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Tight end finds a soft spot. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, nah, man, I got my matchup.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Dogs! One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go play action with Sayin. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. slings it downfield. Finds space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Throwing, say it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. At the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that is such a critical mistake for this offense, man. Such an opportunity to add to the lead, put more points on the board, keep the momentum, but sometimes you just get a little bit too aggressive. And Palmer, they pay for it in a big way.
And that's one where the defense gave up some yards early in the drive, and you're wondering, is the opponent going to score here at the end of the first half? But they're just waiting for one mistake, and they take advantage of the opportunity, jumping that pass in the air, picking it off, taking it all the way to the house, and now taking the lead.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Saying, here's a heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. That's caught. It's Jackson. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. Saying from the gun on third down. He's got the tight end. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quickly complete. They're working working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Here's Ncaa27 to throw. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he could do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa27. Unloads it left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Again, it's Ncaa27. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost the second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Ncaa27 to throw. Taken in by Smith on the right side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
We love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Shakes off the defender. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Shoots it to the left. Fires left side at Smith. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State. Woody Hayes, forward pass, two of the three things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Smith's got it. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Buckeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Ncaa27. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. On the run, fires downfield. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Saying back to the air. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him, and the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Buckeye!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one. You saw it right there.
And there's 2 thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the right. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Ohio State!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of the game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard push in there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Throws it deep. Upstairs, he's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a throw and catch, and I love that play call. When you're backed up in your own end, it's a great time to take a shot. You're expecting one-on-one coverage on the perimeter. QB found the matchup he wanted, threw it in rhythm. You just can't do it any better than that on offense.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Under fire. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. Going to try to get it himself. At the 40. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. And the defense jumps on it. They get the turnover.
Well, it looked like he was going to get the first down there. You're the quarterback, you're the coach, you're thinking, all right, fresh set of downs. Offensive coordinator's already looking at his play sheet, getting ready to dial up the next play, but not so fast, David. Defense comes away with a massive takeaway.
Huge takeaway, and think about it. You're trying as hard as you can to get...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. Scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Tavian St. Clair working that wide receiver screen. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Oof, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion. But every incompletion even looks good because he's so exciting to watch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. Complete on the left to Smith. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear.
Here we go. Ready.
Again, it's St. Clair. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot play.
Got it! Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. This dude is putting up numbers. He has cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Throwing St. Clair. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Run the gun on third down, St. Clair. Moving out to the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 96, set to kick this one off.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. To the air, it's Stockton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Frazier. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Georgia going up tempo. Back to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. St. Clair uncorks it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Attack! Touchdown, Georgia! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll line up to go for two. Looking to throw. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
The run inside. It's Jackson. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend. And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Tavian St. Clair rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. With a second and long. Running inside. It's Jackson.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. It's complete to the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Throwing St. Clair. Escapes the pressure going right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go play action with St. Clair. Still looking, on the move. Fires downfield. Caught! Touchdown! Buckeye! And the stomping has commenced.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Pocket breaking down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
Running the red zone, it's Jackson. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I...
Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They'll move the tight end. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a...
Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking for room, it's Jackson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
It has been quite a season. Thanks for going on the ride with us on EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. We'll see you next season. Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Coach Venables told me before the game, he said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under Coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Tackled at the 24 and almost. Even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Mateer. Under fire. And it's a sack.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Rush is on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Takes the handoff. It's Berry. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. He gets away. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here comes the heat. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a first down. Nice move there on 4th and short.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. There's a crease. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground game.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to Caden Durham. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Right down the middle. Wide out trying to get it in.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
They'll run it with Caden Durham. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Third and 6 yards to go. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Throwing right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
As a play caller, you feel confident throwing this out to the perimeter against zone coverage when you have that kind of timing and chemistry this quarterback and receiver do. You saw it on that one.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're working that left side. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Oh, he makes the catch. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on first down. Got his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Finds his big tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run, nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the first down.
Finds his big tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback extends the play. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Wants to throw. It's Levin. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
I'll tell you, if you're going to throw it to the perimeter of the field against zone coverage, you've got to have really good anticipation at quarterback, and you saw it there. He threw that.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Taking it the other way. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To throw, it's Mateer. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the...
Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Levin. He tries to take the top off. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play. And now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got a man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. On first down, it's Durham again. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Coming out with it, it's Bowen. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Mateer. That's caught. It's Hansen. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He goes right back to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Firing to the right, complete. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front.
Snags it, and there's running room. Made a defender miss. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carry.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. He's got it down the field. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in down the sideline. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. I guess it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario for the offense. The good news is they recovered the fumble. The bad news is it was in their own end for a safety.
And now this offense will take the field again. From the gun, the ground game. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Unleashes one. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run play action. The short hands, it's Harris. And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quick release by the QB. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
To the air, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the 1st down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB make...
How about that play? A diving snag along the right side. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Trying to get behind the defense. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop him. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
And man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They just keep firing. Looking for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals!
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that can make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Fires one high and deep. Goes high to pull it in. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got it! but will put them up here in the second half. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Durham. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Back to throw, it's Levin. Under fire. Complete to the right. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Durham. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Throws for the tight end. The sure hands. It's Green.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight.
Got a little grass. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Pulls and fires complete. Just steamrolling the defense. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him.
Touchdown, Tigers! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. The Tigers are back on top.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The give from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the catch. It's Sategna. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that first down marker.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hansen. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
The Sooners have this offense rolling. Off play action on first down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
What a clutch stop for this defense. You get in the fourth quarter, you got to make those plays, get the ball back to your offense in a position now to go take the lead in this ballgame.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And that fumble recovery has set them up 1st and 10, all tied up here in the 4th. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Under fire. Buried before he could blink. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
The run inside. It's Robinson. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Here's Robinson one more time. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
But nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down. And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. All tied up, under a minute to play. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
Chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Jump ball, and he's got it. Oh, what a grab. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Gonna let it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Bring in the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now that I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.